Hi beautiful people, my name is Bridget and welcome back to my channel. Hope you're having an awesome day, and today we're reviewing the Icee palette from Glamlite. Now I already reviewed the Cherry Icee palette, but today we're reviewing the Blue Raspberry Icee palette. I feel like I'm saying the word Icee a lot. So if you missed my previous look with this beautiful red palette, I will leave it linked down below. But today we are attempting the blue one. Now, I've already done one blue look with this palette off camera just because I had to run some errands and I really wanted to just dip my fingers in it and test it out. And the look came out pretty good. So today I want to do something a little bit different with this and do a little first impressions look, second impressions look with this palette. Overall, this palette looks super pretty. It is $25. Both these palettes are $25. I paid $50 for both of them, and they do have Afterpay on Glamlite's website, which is awesome to know because I like knowing when people have Afterpay. However, I could not get Afterpay to work until I logged out of my Glamlite account. So you had to be like a guest to use Afterpay on their website, which is probably just some kind of weird glitch, but just notable in case you're wondering. And let's go ahead and get started. My eyelid primers are already set, or they already have primer on them. My eyelid primers already have primer on them. It's a morning, y'all. It's a morning. If you can't tell, Vlogmas has drained the life out of me, and I'm struggling so bad this last week here, but we're gonna get through it. Also, a quick shout out to my shop, theopencrypt.com. I make and build a whole bunch of things by hand, and it's my one-person operation. I do it all myself. I make the products, I build the products, I pack everything, I pack every order, write thank you notes on every order. Like, it's all me. And I'm doing the best I can managing this and Vlogmas and, ongoing operations on other projects too. So thank you guys so much for the support. I feel like I'm just ranting. It's just been that kind of day so far. And let's get started with the eye look before my eyelids start to crease from the primer. Okay, so since I've already done a blue look with this, I know that the quality is there for this. I feel like Glamlite has really good consistent quality. But today I want to do something a little bit different. I did just kind of like a all over, just fun different shades of blue on my previous look. But today I want to do something a little more simple but with a halo. So I want to go into Frozenated, which is this light blue one right here. Just go into this one first. Tap off my excess. And you guys, I don't claim to be the best makeup artist in the world. If I can do it, you can do it, which is, I feel like a benefit of my channel, honestly. Because sometimes I see people do looks and they look absolutely gorgeous. But I could never do that. But at least I know, like, if you see someone like me, you can do it too. And also, I don't have like a white eyelid primer down. It's just kind of see-through because I didn't want this to be like the cherry look I did where it went everywhere. I'd rather this be on the more subtle side, but you can still see the pigmentation of the palette. So as you can tell, this is really just a pretty icy moment. I didn't have to put it on the white base and it still shows up. And now that I have this all over my crease, I want to start building the inner and outer portion now. So I'm going to go into, let's do Blue Raspberry. Let's go for the bolder one. Let's go in here. This is a double-sided Sigma brush, by the way. It's just an E38 and an E54. So I'm going to tap this color. Just going to pack it on the outer portion. And then pack it on the inner portion. And then we're just going to blend that out. So here's what I have going on. You can already see the base of what I'm doing, which is pretty good. And quite frankly, I don't really have to do much else as far as mattes go because these shimmers are very pigmented. So I think I'm just going to go straight into this melted dark blue shade. Just add a little bit more of a matte just to the very lower corners of that outside and inside thing that we did. Just in case. Just add a little bit here. Just in case when I wear this throughout the day, because I'm going to wear this all day. Just in case a shimmer does fade. There's just a little bit something underneath, But honestly, if you're just running errands and stuff, you don't even have to put this last color down. Because the shimmers are so pigmented. Like, you don't need a base, I guess. Just up in the crease area. You don't necessarily need this last color on the lid. But I'm putting it down because I'm going to be out all day. And now I'm going to go into, let's do Icee. Let's do the darker shimmer. I'm going to go on my pinky. And I'm going to put it right on top of what we did before. So I'm going to put it right on top of those shades we put in the crease. Mostly focusing on the lid. I'm not going to cover up what we did in the crease. I'm mostly putting it on the lid. So basically you can't really see it because I put the matte down here, the dark matte. Then I put the dark shimmer on top. it matches, which is what I want. I'm going to bring that pretty close together in the middle here, but leaving that little bit of opening because we are going to put something bright in there because, again, halo eye. And this is going to be a messy look, but I feel like those messy ones like this just look so satisfying in the end. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this cut crease canvas from Makeup Revolution. This has been discontinued. You can use any eyelid primer, any concealer. It's not a big deal. I'm just going to pop this right in that center. I'm just going to draw a little line with the brush. Again, you can use any product in the world for this. It really doesn't matter. People would be like, you need this P. Louise blah, 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 base. As long as it's tacky, it'll go right over it. And I'm going to take a finger, a clean finger, and just blur it in the center a little bit just so it's not too wet. And now I'm going to go in with another finger, my pinky again because I cleaned it off, and I'm going to go into the Chillin' shade, which appears to be the brightest shimmer in here. This ice cold one also looks really bright. This one to me with the reflect just looks brighter. So I'm going to go into the pinky, kind of go on the side of the pinky. I'm going to pack this right in the middle. You can use a brush for this too. However, I feel like fingers are underrated tools when it comes to eyeshadow, you guys. It's like the perfect size. I'm just patting it in the center here. I'm going to blur out the edges by just tapping it over that other shimmer with no extra product. So when you get all the product off your finger, basically, I'm just going to blur it on the edges just so it doesn't look like a stark line, you know, like a Neapolitan ice cream. And with that same blending brush from before, no product on it, I'm just going to blur the whole crease. It's going to connect all the colors over the middle, but we're still at the highlight in the center. So it's going to blur all of the crease together, no extra product, and keep the highlight, which is what we want. I feel like I just said the same thing twice. But again, guys, I'm having a day. So here is the moment on top. This one looks a little bit bolder. I feel like the blue really, the matte blue, that last darker color, really stuck in the other eye better. But now moving on to the lower lash line now, I'm going to go into the other side of the brush, the E54, like I said. I'm going to go into the, let's do the cool shade, this one right here. It has a little bit more of a green to it. I'm going to tap this on this, use it as a shader brush, and just buff it under the lower lash line. Nothing special, you guys. It's not a complicated look, but it looks really good with lashes and everything put together. Like, you know, people always underestimate. You don't need to use a million brushes per eye look. You don't need to be like, oh my god, I use this brush. You need these specifically. Get a blending brush, a shader brush, and a finger, and you can make some really cute looks. Just people don't want to say that because then they're not selling product. Like, there's brushes that I love. Like, I have a Sigma brush set. I love them. But when I tell you that you need them for every single look to be good, no, that's not realistic. So this is my eyeshadow now. Just a really simple moment. Let's do some lashes and mascara and, you know, pull this look together. Now, if you guys have been here for a minute, you probably know that I need my eyes to look as big as possible at all times. So I'm going to take this NYX Epic Wear Waterproof White Eyeliner. And it is really waterproof because sometimes when I wipe my face off at the end of the day, it's still stuck on there. I'm just going to tuck this under the water duct of my eye. So I just have a little more brightness. No width, you know? I just want it to look more open and wide. Curl my lashes before I forget because I do sometimes. And then my other trick is take a liquid shadow or liquid eyeliner, doesn't matter. This is the Sistar Frozen Heart because there's a bunch of different colors in it. Go in on a little separate brush, take a little bit off, and put it right underneath that white I just drew on, so it makes my eyes look even brighter. It's going to bring some sparkle and attention to the lower lash line, which widens your eyes. So just put in some sparkle right here, and just blur it out under the lower lash line. Usually about to the center of my pupil is where I stop the glitter, because if it's all the way around, it's going to draw attention to the outside of the eyes, which is going to close it in even more. Because if you just have some in here, it's going to brighten. You have it in here and in here, it's just going to be like, that's her entire eye. Don't know how to describe that the best way, but that's what I think. Like, that's it. That's all you got. Where the sparkle is where you got. So now I'm just going to put on mascara. For mascara, I'm going to use the Essence False Lash Effect Glass Princess, which is the green one. This one happens to be the Snow White one, though. But it's the same thing. Okay, so I actually just opened this mascara today. This False Lash Effect one. And I must say, I've gone through a lot of these false lash effect green lash princesses. This Snow White one is not as good. Don't know what's up with that. And for eyeliner, I'm going to take this NYX Professional white eyeliner and just put it in my waterline. I could have put a blue down here, but I did that the other day when I did my first look. So I'm just going to put white in here. Open it up, make my eyes look bigger. And for lashes, I'm going to use Baddie B's Saucy lashes. They're very light flaries. And these are actually the same exact pair that I wore on my wedding day. Back in June. Like, we had our wedding ceremony in June and these are the same ones. I wear them like twice a week. And these are holding strong, y'all. And I'm going to skip doing like a wing liner or anything. I'm just going to let the blue palette speak for itself on the eyes. You don't have to put a wing liner on every look. Don't get me wrong, sometimes it makes everything look completely different. But if we're testing out an eyeshadow palette today, I just wanted the blue to speak for itself because it's a very pretty pigmented palette. And lips, I'm going to use Hidden Hills from Jeffree Star. Because I wanted a cool tone lip and it's just kind of my go-to. Alright guys, this is my finished look using the Blue Raspberry Icee palette from Glamlite and Icee, obviously. So here's my look up close. Honestly, this eye looks better. It does by a lot. And a little bit of glimmer and like white under there looks everything brighter. I will say this look came together very nicely. I'm pretty sure a lot of you by seeing the technique was probably going to be like, I'm not sure it's going to come together. But honestly, I think it looks like really nice, you know? So thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I really do recommend both these palettes, the cherry and the blue raspberry. I think the cherry pulls more towards a pink. I'd rather be a true red, but the blue is like right on par with what you would want, I think, in my opinion. So thank you guys so much. Let me know which one you see a review next down below, and I will see you in the next video, guys. Bye. Have a great day.